Okay, so without further ado, it's time to continue with this here episode that is, of course, dripping in to the next session I'm recording here as we kick it off with none other than the Darkwater Cove, a level which would be completed by now if not for my absolute cock-up in gathering the final treasure chests this level has to offer. I continue to stutter as we enter Battery Island here, an Earth Elemental area where Prism Break is going to enter into the spotlight. How excited, because I like this character unlike most people, apparently. So yes, we have more enemy introductions that are no longer introductory to us. We've been introduced to these enemies before already, so we're just going to skip over said introductories, I suppose. Either way, there's that guy down. Next to the might of Prism Break's beam being all supreme and everything. Hey, as long as like that's his catchphrase. Who could have seen that one coming? Anyway, when you have crystals right in your way that kind of block your path, the best thing to do is use your crystalline explosion, because apparently the best thing to destroy crystals is other crystals. Who could have possibly seen that coming? But in all honesty, that's pretty realistic. Crystals and diamonds of this caliber would be incredibly strong in real life, and because of their nitro hydrocarbon molecules, binding them together, that's ultimately what makes the said molecules near impossible to break, and it's what makes diamonds and crystals some of the strongest things on the planet, which say drills could not destroy or cut in any manner whatsoever. The closest thing you could get to something that would cut open a diamond with ease is a diamond drill. Hence why diamonds, crystals, they're basically the same thing. But case in point, the best way to destroy Prism Break's crystals is with his own gosh darn crystals. Man, I went on a bit of a tangent right there, but that's how science works. Hydrocarbons and their, near indestructibility, because their bonds are so strong and require so much energy to break, mind you. For ones in crystals and diamonds especially. So let's be sliding on down here with your boy, I was about to say Prism Break right now, but this is very clearly Slam Bam. You don't get more abundantly clear than that now, do you? Okay, there goes all of them fools. Every last one of them, as my ice prism spawns. Who knows where, but that's what we got our combos for, to finish off these fools with. And now my ice hammer did absolutely nothing. That's ultimate depression. What's also depression is that now I have this frickin' Locke puzzle to deal with. But yeah, I can't even remember if we have the speedrun objective cleared or not. We should do, because I believe the first time I ever played through this level, we sped around through it knowing that I couldn't get 100% completion. But now we have 100% completion, with the exception of the final treasure chest, which all I need to do this time is not cock up the landing upon the mass and actually make the jump. The one-shot jump. One shot, because if you mess it up, you have to restart the entire level to try it all over again. Man, don't we all just love collectibles of that caliber, without a hint of sarcasm nor show of doubt. So there's, at long last, our little Orby thingy-McBob. So we're going to just strike that down, I suppose. Now our ice prisons are in our way, so we're going to use Prism Break's ice fist punchy thingy-McBob to destroy said ice. Before the strongest weapon against a crystal was another crystal. Now I have ice against ice to create the strongest weapon against ice, because as you can tell when this guy punches, it's clearly an ice fist that he's creating. That's just the attention to detail that this game has to offer. Anyway, there's an enemy introduction right there that I forgot to skip, but let's kill this guy without further ado. He had it coming, maybe. Told you so. Deserved every last moment of that, he did. Anyway, give me that gold, thank you very much here, game. Anyway, that combo, 100% necessary. Oh, wow, what did you like for that? 100% necessary again. Anyway, let's continue heading up this way, where the Earth Elemental area is going to be activated, so it's time for Prism Break once again. Here we are. He might be slow, but boy, he is fun, especially when you have visual glitches like that. Let's just stare into the Prism Void. It cannot be broken, despite Prism Break's very ironic name, because hey, Prism Break is a pun on Prison Break. Pretty cool, that. One of the many things about Prism Break that is cool, and now I'm actually calling him Prison Break by accident, rather than, the prison part. Oh wait, that guy took a very long time to die. It was very inconvenient of him, but now that guy's gone. It's just the way we like to see it, so let's grab this gold. jump on down here and then finish this level without further ado. Jeez, I mean, it's about time and all that. Oh, but first things first, this guy's going to come and try to attack me, but he's going to fail miserably, of course. I mean, this is Prism Break we're talking about here. You don't stand much of a chance against this legend right now, no, do you? That he does not. Of way, water is activated, but I've had enough of swapping out this water gate constantly when the magic area is coming up directly after it, so we might as well just wait for the magic area and then swap out there, as this guy is defeated. But once again, it leaves a crystal in my path, so that's where the crystalline explosion comes in, and there's more enemies for me to skip over the introduction of, because as per the norm, nobody cares. Okay, there goes that guy. Now we're going to enter the very magic area I was alluding to earlier, so let's swap out without further ado for Voodood. Purely because, you know, there's only one Skylander we yet to get the soul gem for. That's double trouble, a fellow magic Skylander. And Wrecking Ball is dead, so there's only 2 magic Skylanders to choose from. Anyway, unfortunately, this is one of those cutscenes that I cannot skip. We're going to strike these guys down anyway with our absolute raw awesomeness. Just look at that now, baby. I almost feel sorry for those guys. But almost doesn't count now, does it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna zip line up there. Boom, baby. Man, I love this zip line though. It's a really cool attack. One must admit, credit where credit is due. Okay, finish him off with the combination and boom, baby. Now that was sweet, if you were to ask me. Anyway, here we go again. More enemies to be dealing with as I was about to say launch straight up to them, but apparently my aim is completely off, so never mind about that, I suppose. But yeah, let's do this again, but this time with a little less fail. I like that plan, because this is the only level so far that we've had to tackle 3 entire times. Mostly due to my own stupidity, so let's hope that Slam is the key to success this time around. All I gotta do is not bungle it, which is asking a lot, because this is me we're talking about here. Anyway, now all I gotta do is wait for Gurglefin to shut up so we can finally succeed. Here's hoping, and for task at hand. You know, Gurglefin's too busy speaking even for us to dare attempt such things. Okay, here we go on our ice sled and everything. A bounce, baby. Okay, how hard could it be? All we gotta do is actually land on the bounce pad this time. Like that. There we go. That time we didn't cock it up. Now that's what we'd like to see. Treasure chest. Be mine. You can even hear my nice little joystick going back and forth because we have found the final chest. And that would be 100% of the level. Now all we got to do is beat it. Simply put. Get down here. We popped in. Oh, goodbye, fella. You guys are attacking me, and I find that awfully rude, but we got them off. We got them defeated eventually, even. My combination just didn't seem to want to work, apparently, but in the end, we didn't need it. But let's be sliding without further ado. They see me sliding. They hate it. Oh, well, let's be pressing that Y button, skipping this cutscene, and then finding out that we have our 100% completion. Now, that, my friends, is nice to see. So once the, of course, ruins is loaded back up, we're going to get ourselves into yet another loading screen as we have another level 2 triple star. This time around, that shall be none other than the Falling Forest. Pretty cool, eh? I mean, I think the Falling Forest is pretty cool if you were to ask me. So let's be skipping over that cutscene, bouncing up, and then swapping straight out for Trigger Happy as the tech element pops up of all things. Luckily for me, I have all 4 of them unlocked, for I seeked out the soul of every last one of them. And not a single one of them has been defeated in battle, so not a single one of them is classed as dead, and we can use them all throughout the remainder of the lot. Well, it's not really a lot, it's more of a series than anything, but still, you get my point. All the same, I should probably start speedrunning this now, otherwise it's not going to be a very successful speedrun without the actual, you know, speedrunning. Okay, there we go, there's that guy dealt with. We even had an extra rocket, not that I needed it. But yeah, we can go all guns blazing. I mean, that is basically Trigger Happy's thing. So let's be heading up for Teeth Machine without further ado. Again, I love calling it that because that's what Arbo, son of Larbo, calls it. Okay, let's be machine gunning some of these guys. They even in for fools. They had it coming, baby. Goodbye. Man, I love button mashing with this guy though. So much fun. Now those guys are down in a fun manner because there's nothing better than just pressing the same button over and over again and defeating enemies with ease. Everything in front of you just annihilated by the might and the chaos of Trigger Happy as he just barely edges his way past these blades right now of just his raw speed and absolute awesomeness. You guys wish you were as skilled as Trigger Happy. Trigger Happy is just too awesome. Anyway, that 10 hit points of damage. That was all intentional, because now that means I can speedrun through this area even more quickly than I could have done so otherwise, as we have more button mashing to deal with here. Boom, baby. Okay, let's take down that Grenadier with a charge shot. Boom. Yeah, we love to see it, lovely. As our coin having been lobbed and just everything in sight being absolutely annihilated. So we're going to head this way around, because this way around is faster. Deal with it. Now that that guy's dead, we can head through here without further ado. Destroy some of these fools. Well, exactly how we like to see it, mind you. And we can actually, I'm pretty sure, defeat those things with just our regular attacks, but you know, that's what we have rockets for, so why the heck not take advantage of that as we swap out for a life Skylander. That time around, or this time around more specifically, is going to be Camo, tackling the end of the Fallen Forest, and he, ironically enough, when we deal with all of the evil life minions, will be the only one who doesn't have a evil life minion counterpart. So yeah, he's going to be versing every single life Skylander as an evil version, except for himself, which I find pretty dope. Anyway, we now have more teeth machines to deal with first and foremost, but I'm sure Camo can slip past them with ease. Told you so. Yeah, this speedrun is in the bag, boys. At least I hope so. I'd hate to have to do this all over again, especially for part with, you know, all the life evil minions. Those parts are tedious for one main reason. Chaos doesn't shut up. And I hate it when Chaos does that. And by that I mean not shutting up. I mean, what else do I mean by that now, right? So yes, this right here, tis for Great Stub. For Great Stub, where Camo will be great and annihilate everything in sight. And by everything, oh boy do I mean everything. So first and first, things actually need to spawn for us to be able to destroy them. So let's hope we don't have another Evil Eruptor type situation, because that, after all this, certainly would be depressing. Anyway, we all know Portal Poster. We will put Chaos in his place. We will. He has it coming, if you were to ask me. Has it coming, I tell you. So yes, we have the first life minion of many. And yes, this level just feels as slow-paced as it does purely because of Chaos's voice constantly coming in to interrupt the flow of a battle right here. Again, if we could skip these, or better yet, Chaos didn't speak, period, it could be a lot more fast-paced and fun, just, you know, feeling like a bit of a marathon going from one intense battle to the other. Hey, how dare you hit me? That's awfully rude, old chap. I'm gonna kill you now. Okay, let's see, all those watermelons get pretty close. Yes, they will. Oh wait, this guy's dead. I got a piece of food, but, you know, I just somehow took a shit ton of damage. So now, let's just say Camo's health bar has seen better days. The last thing I want to do is lose this guy. Fortunately, so long as I get the speedrun objective, it's not going to matter, because I already have no lives lost. But still, losing Camo would be depressing, and I don't want to do precisely that. Therefore, I shall be avoiding it at all costs, just as I would any other Skylander. And their defeat, mind you. Anyway, Camo, shoot, straight. Well, it was technically shooting straight, I just wasn't aiming with the straight shots. Anyway, luckily for us, we can heal here. Boom, baby, that's what we like to see. I love this attack, just being able to heal with Camo with ease, especially during situations like this, where it's very easy to charge up your primary attack button, whilst things try to blow you up, but they fail miserably. You know, it's much more easier to create your healing circle during situations like that than what it is when you're in the midst of battle, mind you, is what I'm trying to go as far to say right here, if I'm not saying it all that well. And here comes the evil stealth elf, probably the easiest of all the rooms, you're about to see why. Or, you know, I could just miss with every single one of my melons right now. And again, my melons, they kind of like not doing good right now. It would appear that Camo going against stealth elf is not a good matchup for him. Okay, here we go. We got it at long last. We got some pretzels too while we're at it. And by pretzels, I mean pretzel without the S. There isn't more than one of them. There's no need to glorify the noun, because that's technically what a pretzel is. It's a name for food, therefore making it a noun all the same, as I still, you know, proceed to not be able to skip over Chaos's deep stew. Man, his stew is the deepest of all of them, the utmost unnecessary, I dare go as far to say. And yes, Deep Stew is a meme that shall forever live on. Deep Stew is not going anywhere. It's too deep to be forgotten about, is what it is. Anyway, let's bring out some Via Cracker Fines as well as our Circle of Healing. It's quite literally the Circle of Life. I couldn't help myself with that reference, that was too perfect. Anyway, let's continue with our Circle of Life right now. As we avoid, hopefully, all of these explodey orby thingies. Yeah, I think that's descriptive enough as is. We're going to stick with that, we are. Anyway, here we go. There's that one avoided. And we've just got to avoid this one too. And that one also. As we heal up to the max. That's what we love to see, my friends. We love to see it indeed. Hopefully it looks like we're going spiraling now, which was a movie that was better than I was expecting. Given the reviews for the film and Rotten Tomato score, I was expecting Spyro to be absolute rubbish, but it turns out Chris Rock's character was really fun. The traps were creative enough, so you still got exactly what you wanted out of it for a Saw movie. But overall, it was just cool flashing back and seeing the backstory of these cops. The past really came back to bite them in the ass, you know, Karma and all that. So just the story as it evolved, it had style to it. The execution was pretty great in terms of the structuring of the story, and I didn't hate it. Sure, it certainly wasn't the finest film we've seen this year. It's not exactly artsy and craftful, now is it? But I don't exactly think a film called Spyro the Book of Saw was aiming for any Oscars now, was it? So, being what it was, it did a great job perfecting what it was trying to be, I feel like. Anyway, you can't get past my melons, you frickin' fool. What you like, honestly. Anyway, my spacing needs to get way better with this guy, because that's what this guy is all about, his spacing and all that. Okay, this is fine, we've got him. Told you so, and there's some food for us, not that we even need it. So we got one final life spell, and all 3 life minions at once, so we can finally be out of here to triple star our next level, mind you. But during this session, I'm not only going to finish recording things out of this series, but I'm also going to have a ton of adventure pack levels to 100%, it seems like. But I do believe we are down to the final few episodes. We might hit 24 episodes or 25 at the most before concluding this whole thing. Where in conclusion, we will of course triple star Chaos's Lair, beat the boss, and watch the credits. I know, right? The gloriousness, that. Anyway, we're now waiting for Chaos to finish with his evil words of evilness, apparently. Okay, fire on those things, get them destroyed. Yeah, we love to see it, baby. Yeah, get those guys out of here, get these guys out of here. They had it coming for looking at me funny. No way, we then got to get them guys out of here, sweet. We just got to keep on circling, keep on circling. Yeah, that's Dory for you. You know how she goes. She just keeps swimming, just keeps swimming. And in this case, rather than swimming, we're circling. Even though with a water starter, technically we could swim. In this game, and in this game only. And also giants, because the Pirates uses Play Balloon Giants that has one water section for your Skylanders to swim over. And as it would turn out, they created swimming animations for Children Fun Pack for that one section alone. If only they, you know, had more water in that game for like the water gates or literally anywhere else where they could have put in water, like the Glacier Gully. I understand that that place is frozen, it's all made of ice, but they still could have had water in there to some caliber. Anyway, we got these guys to finish on finishing off even, because that's how grammar works. Oh boy, I took damage. Oh no, whatever will I do? 10 entire hit points. Boy, now I'm scared. Well, let's put the sarcasm behind and just continue to keep dodging this as things get more and more tight right now. Jeez, just as you thought things could get any tighter. We got through that with nothing but 10 damage, which I think was pretty skilled if you were to ask me. I'm proud of that. As Camo teleports halfway across the screen. We love to see it, my friends. We love to see it. Now, life minions, all at once. You know, this imposter though, he's not going to be sorry. We're not sorry that we ever heard the glorious name of Chaos. In fact, no, we are sorry about that. We're sorry that we had to deal with someone just as pathetic as you. Firecracker Vines, do something. Am I asking too much? Who am I kidding? Of course I'm asking too much. Oh boy, I just took a ton of damage because Zook deals a ton of damage apparently. Oh, but there goes ye old stump smash. He had it come in, as per the norm. Okay, and there goes Zook too. Not even much of a problemo. So now this level, it's said and done. Can we hurry up and get it out of here so we can move on to the next already? Or am I asking too much? Who am I kidding? Of course I'm asking too much. Again, Chaos, I said this before and I will say it again, when someone's walking towards you, that's exactly how watching them works. You are going to be seeing none of it in the front of them. Either way, let's be gathering this up, garnering our triple stars, because boy did we earn that after having to put up with Chaos for half that level. That's what half that level was, his freaking dialogue of all things. But without further ado, let's be loading up the next level, which is going to be... Oh, we haven't done Arcane Armor yet, but I think that one's just no lives lost. I don't think that one's got any kind of like speedrun worries behind it. And you can say the same for the Empire of Ice right here, which is where we're going to be traveling to now, because this one just has the enemy goal to worry about, if I believe so correctly. We're about to find out as we get into the level. I press the skip button and we check the objectives. Yep, it is indeed the enemy goal. That seems to be the only thing that we are missing. It's a shame we didn't get it first time round, because then I won't have to revisit such a garbage level as we enter the Frozen Wastes with Cinder, apparently, for complete polar opposite element to Camo's element, for it's undead. You know, undead, opposite of life and everything. Life is life and dead is undead. Undead is not life and life is not undead. That's how it works. Equals and opposites. Either way, we have ourselves a Frozen theme to where we're going to make sure we defeat every last one of them. Otherwise, we're not going to get enemy goals now, are we? Luckily for us, Cinder has flight, so she has more maneuverability and ease of control over all of those ice sections right now, is what she has. Either way, let's be dashing forward, finishing that guy off. Sweet, it's how we like to see it. Then we're going to grab that food and continue flying forward. A lot of these areas don't have enemies in them, so where there's no enemies to be found, we just won't be tackling those there sections, like the Undead Gate, or the Ice Maze, where Slam Bam Soul Gem can be found. Oh, and here comes an Ice Ogre. You're the biggest fan, so we're just going to skip over that guy right now. Okay, let's take down all of these fools. Continue to proceed into Cacti, apparently. Boom! Finish that guy off, we love to see it. Okay, Ice Crater Lake. We don't like to see it because this involves more ice, and I hate the ice in the Empire of Ice. Although it's hard to make a level called Empire of Ice without the ice, but still, I hate it. I hate it so much. I can fight these guys from back here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. See ya, fellas. Goodbye. Anyway, Cinder was flying very slowly right there, so I deactivated my flight and then reactivated it again as we discover more new enemies, and I continue to be terrible with my aiming of that there Phantom Dash, apparently. Anyway, that guy's got to go, as does this guy back here. There's no doubt enemies around this section that I wound up missing last time, hence why I just kind of forgot about the enemy goal. Either way, let's be opening that up, proceeding further into the Frozen Wastes, I suppose, and then grabbing this right here. Sweet. Either way, here comes Haldor with his monologue that we cannot skip. Woohoo! How exciting. After he's done with his monologue, however, what is exciting is that I'm going to be concluding the episode here, and I'm just going to jump straight into the next episode right now. Now, with that all being said and done, this video is coming to an end, but before that happens, I first want to thank all my Blazing Knights and Scorpion Dragons whose support allow me to continue pumping out quality videos like this one. Without them, this all wouldn't be possible. Therefore, I genuinely appreciate every last one of you from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed this video, I have others you can watch by clicking on screen now, and you can even subscribe by pressing the button on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, but until that moment arises, peace!